Okay, so today we're going to make a little sourdough bread, pancake, whatever you want to call it. And it's so simple, I wanted to show you. Sourdough starter is all that you will need, and some salt and some oil. I'm gonna use the Miyoko's butter, but coconut oil works really well. And just the starter, really. The starter, you feed it yourself. After 7 days of feeding the starter, you can read directions online of how to make a starter. You have a really active starter. This one is a stiff starter, meaning it's not very liquid. And I'll try to show you exactly how I spoon it and how I make it. So I have a little bit of salt here, and I'll put it in this pan already was used, as you can tell. I didn't spread it evenly because of doing everything with one hand, but I'll put a little bit of salt. Turn the stove on very low, so I usually put it on as low as possible, and I put a little extra butter in it, and then I'll spoon the starter on it. Butter, melt the butter with the salt, and the starter, what I do is I try to scoop it as softly as possible, so not to break the bubbles that are formed inside. Oh, this is a real stiff starter. Goodness, it's coming out of the fridge. After a few days it really ferments even in the fridge, and then I replace it so it's fresh with new flour. This is stiff. It's stiff. And I'll just place it with the butter and the salt, and I'll put salt on top. Let's do that. So here it is. A little herbal salt on top, a little bit of butter, and I'm gonna put the lid on. There was something that Johnny cooked before, so it's gonna flavor it, but it's on very low, and I let it cook for a while. I put it really on low. You can see here. Just cleaned the oven, but I don't know if I didn't do a good job or it just got dusty again. Time to flip it over. Just when you see that it's forming a little bit of a crust on the bottom, you can flip it over. So now my starter is very stiff. If your starter is very liquid, then it will be a more pancakey type of thing. And now I just turn it over and leave it for another few minutes, and it will be ready and delicious. Okay, so it's ready. Let's pull it out and see the inside. Sophie is drinking, my dog is drinking water, but it's such a cool bun. You can wait for it to cool off, but for the purposes of the video, I'll just open it. It's hot, and you see it's fluffy. There is air pockets inside. I usually make it from whole grain, either spelt rye or whole wheat. I think here spelt and whole wheat, and that's it. It's done, and it's delicious, and it's a good way to use your starter. It's fully fermented, so it's real healthy.